How's it going, people? My name is Frank and welcome back to N5 Narrative. And just give me a second, guys. Can you smell that? Hang on. That to me smells like victory. That's what that smells like. Full time, Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. Arsenal have won another London derby at the Emirates, and Arsenal keep London red. Let's quickly talk about the game, but before I do that, if you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications to make sure that you never miss a video. Now that that's out the way, let's talk about the game, starting with the starting 11. And now it worked out in the end. Obviously we got the win. It was a very professional 1-0 to the Arsenal, but I won't lie, the starting 11 got my back up, and the reason behind that was over the moon to see Gabriel Martinelli back in the starting 11. And I also thought he had a very good game down that right hand side, where we've seen him play before he got injured in the absence of Bukayo Saka. And you know, if that's great. He played well out there. The thing that annoyed me today though was the lack of Ethan Nwaneri starting. Now, I understand he's only about to turn 18 in 5 days. We don't want to overwork him. We don't want to overplay him. But we're literally just about to go into an international break. In Bukayo Saka and Martinelli's absence, he's been our best attacking player. And one player that definitely hasn't been in this case is Leandro Trossard. So it really surprised me to see Leandro Trossard start over an Ethan Nwaneri. How I personally would have done it to get Martinelli back in the team is put Gabriel Martinelli out on his favoured left-hand side and you keep Ethan Nwaneri on the right-hand side. He's not going to England, which for me is outrageous enough. Haven't made a video on that one, but you know, I don't want to give Thomas Tuchel too much stick. It's his first England selection. We'll leave it at that. I'm hoping that we see Ethan Nwaneri in the next selection, because I definitely think he's been good enough. We got Miles Lewis-Skelly in there, you know, beggars can't be choosers and all. But yeah, really frustrated me not to see Ethan Nwaneri in the lineup. I would have gone Martinelli on the left, Ethan on the right, and to be honest, this sounds strange to say as well, and maybe even would have put Trossard up top, but thankfully I am not the manager, because probably my man of the match today, 100% Mikel Merino, the makeshift striker, does it again. And even before I talk about his goal, I want to talk about something else. Now, this for me is on both sides today, not just Arsenal, but for me, I don't know about you guys, I thought the officiating was poor. It really was. It was a very scrappy game overall, but some of the decisions for and against Arsenal, I'm not just saying against Arsenal, but you know, some of the decisions given to Arsenal as well were quite surprising. I think the one that obviously stands out for me, you know, in terms of going against Arsenal, was the penalty call. Now obviously the one that I'm talking about is the one where it's a potential handball on Cucurella. For me, that's a penalty. I don't know if you guys agree with that, and I'll be interested to know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments. But obviously, I know it kind of hits him around here. So this, you know, sleeve rule, you've seen it be given, you've seen it not be given. But for me, I think it should have been given. You know, you look at the reasoning behind the referee not giving it, and he said it was, you know, a natural position. But he's leaning into it like that. That to me doesn't seem very natural, and for that reason I think it should have been a penalty. But thankfully in the end it didn't affect us too much, because not too long after that Arsenal get a corner, and we are so back, because once again Arsenal are scoring set pieces, and of course it was that guy again, Mikel Merino, with the header to put Arsenal 1-0 ahead. I don't know about you guys, I don't think he meant that. I thought that Mikel Merino was trying to flick it onto the back post, and thankfully it went in. But like I said, you know, he's not a striker. He really isn't a striker, and for someone that's not a striker, and for someone that's never played striker in his life before this run of games, he's doing a really good job. I really do think he is. And, you know, he got another goal today. He's catching up to our top goal scorers this season, obviously, until Bukayo Saka comes back. I'm quite confident that we see Bukayo Saka be the top goal scorer this season. But, yeah, he scored the goal. And then for the rest of the game, I thought it was a pretty solid performance from Arsenal. There was one moment of madness from David Raya where Chelsea were on the attack. I think Cucurella gets a volley off in the box. He does well reaction-wise to make the save, but it slips away from his hand and slowly goes towards goal. I don't know about you guys again, but that to me, although the speed of the ball was quite slow, but that looked like it was going in slow motion. I thought we had seen an absolute howler from David Raya, and thankfully, that wasn't the case. Apart from that, I think he had a pretty solid game. I think everyone, with the exception of maybe Martin Odegaard and maybe Leandro Trossard, put in a solid performance. But, you know, the time to complain about that kind of thing is when you don't get the results. We got the result today. London is red. I am happy. What's next? International break. We rest. We recover. Hopefully, for the next game against Fulham, we will see the return of a certain Bukayo Saka. I don't expect him to start. It looks like he's going to be fit and available for the game. If we can just get him 15, 20 minutes before the game against Real Madrid, I'll be more than happy. But that, for me, is what our eyes are on. Real Madrid. We've won today. Still 12 points behind Liverpool, which is really frustrating. Like I said, I think the league's done. So all eyes for me are focused on the Champions League. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about the game. Was it a penalty? Let me know overall. Thank you for watching this video again, guys. Make sure to subscribe to N5 Narrative if you haven't already, and make sure to turn on post notifications to make sure you never miss a video. I've been Frank. I will see you guys soon. Peace.